Hello? Oh,
Live?
there we are.
There
There
we
we
go.
are.
I don't see myself yet. There you
I see you.
Made it. We've made it.
There you are.
are.
Hello, everyone. Hi.
Welcome. So,
You should
Once
keep
again-
trying to say it, man.
What?
welcome to another edition of your very special Shadow News. I am the host of this great series, Luke, and we have with me Malta, who is the community manager for Deutschland, if you will.
That's me.
And we have on the other side the beautiful man across the pond in the U.S. and Ryan. Say hi, Ryan.
I guess that's me. I am on the other side of a pond. Yes, it's true. Hello.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the tiger in the background.
Listen here. All right, I'm just trying to channel my Joe Exotic. Okay. Just trying to.
Okay. Get it. Luke, quick question from the chat. I know we don't take questions yet. Where's your
So
What's your
the window. I didn't have time. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh my
Wow.
god.
A lot of resources. My pen didn't have any ink. It was a really anxious moment. I couldn't get the note on the window. Next time I will get one up
Yeah.
there.
Day 18. Luke has run out of sign papers.
Yes, send help. Out of ink, out of paper.
Now he
Uh-oh.
actually needs
Look at that. Look, you built an expectation, all right? You built an
I know.
expectation.
It was pretty high too. But on another note, my beard is in uncharted waters now. We are going deep into the jungle. I don't know how to take this thing off. It's taking over my face, and so I'll let it grow. See how it goes.
this is how it has to be, we have to look like the dwarves we said we should be, right? So
Exactly.
It's true. It's true.
3 months. So on today's menu, we have quite a bit of stuff to talk about.
Mhm.
can you
We'll
tell us
first
how it
talk-
works?
Oh yeah, what? So what?
How does
What
it work? This stream, like, how does it work?
Ah,
People don't
yeah.
know. Because they're
Okay,
asking
so-
questions already.
Okay, so how the stream works, we have 3 sections, I'd say. First section is the news section where us 3 beautiful folks talk about the latest news in regards to Shadow. Then we will have a dedicated Q&A session where we will take your questions live on air. So which means that all your questions you ask now will essentially not be read because we're going to be doing the news part. So please, if you actually want to get your questions read by us, wait for the Q&A session, and we will make it clear when that is actually happening. So you can just right now chill, have a coffee, have your dinner, whatever you want, listen to the news, and then we will hop into the Q&A part. And then, last but not least, Ryan, the guy with the tiger,
Woo!
stream, well, he's already on stream, and going to game a bit, so you can stay afterwards and kind of just bug him and ask him questions about whatever you want.
I heard
Yes.
he's gonna play the new Kellogg's game
The new Kellogg's game? Yeah.
with Tony the Tiger.
Listen here.
But,
All right, it's great.
I see, Malta, you have also some kind of animal in the background there. What is that?
I don't know, so many. This is Chester, by the way.
Oh,
Chester?
what is that? Is it a dog?
It's actually a dog and a chest at the same time.
Okay.
Interesting.
Okay.
Maybe someone
Okay.
from the chat knows where it's coming from. I would be surprised if no one knows it. Someone should know. Come
I
on,
can't
guys.
tell. I can't tell at all what it is.
You can tell? Come on.
No.
It's like it's such a great game.
I believe
no
you
one's
about that.
So now
No one's saying it.
let's go over the menu du jour, as they call it in France.
Wow.
Cover the main topics, which are the COVID-19 updates. Yes, it's still a thing. We're talking about our activations. Yes, I know people want to get activated. We're going to talk about it. We're going to give you the latest information on that. We'll also be talking about additional storage for the EU and the US. We will talk about Shadow Ghosts. And we'll talk about a new topic that came up about 2 days ago, and that's called Valorant. I'm sure you've all heard a lot about it. So we will touch on that in regards to Shadow. Ryan will give you an update on the VR exploration program, and then that'll be it. And then we'll jump into the Q&A session. So here we go. In terms of actual news, let's jump into the COVID update. So Malta, what can you tell us about COVID and how it's had an impact on Shadow most recently?
Well, as you might know, I'm a very known, how's it called? I forgot my own profession, right? A virologist. I can tell you everything about the virus, right? So,
How about
it's spreading.
It's
spreading. Okay, and the impact on Shadow is still similar. Luckily, we've been already taking some measurements that helped us to mitigate the whole situation that we were facing when it just went into the, how do you say that? We just started with the social distancing and everything, and everyone was like, oh my God, I want to stay at home. What do I do with my life? It seems that not only we adapted with our systems, but also people adapted to this new way of life of taking a break, going on the balcony, all these nice things, maybe planting a flower and stuff. So that enabled us to do, long story short, to finally continue activating people on Shadow Boost, for example, right? So this also says that we are almost done with our March batch of the people, so people who should have been active in February, then in March, are actually about to get activated, which means almost all of them should be activated by now. And this also cool thing is that everything or everyone that had Shadow and Ultra and Infinite and should have been activated in March is actually already activated. I know we already said it last week, but I think it's always good to bring it back up because for such a long time people have been waiting, and I'm very happy we finally could do that.
Yeah, definitely. And I think there's some pretty positive results from the last weekend as well. There were no serious impacts during very high usage time of Shadow typically. So that was a very, very promising results to see. Also, we just posted as well our blog post. You can check it on our social media accounts, which actually shows through numbers and data how much of an impact this whole stay-at-home has had on Shadow. And we've seen that there was a 40% increase in usage in the US and a 75% increase in usage in France when it comes to Shadow during the confinement period. So pretty interesting stuff. So check it out on our Twitter and Facebook accounts.
And just to add on that, if someone has already checked out the stream last time, we've shown those graphs on stream. And there were quite a bunch of you who wanted to have more information on that. So now's the chance to check it out. Also for the German folks here, I know there are some here. The blog post is also available in German. So check it out.
Definitely. And yeah, so a few measures that we took to help kind of the situation is that, again, we reduced the hibernation time. So don't forget to turn off your Shadow if you're not using it, to let other people have access to the hardware. We have a new prioritization system for the queue, so that you don't lose your place in line. And lastly, we actually, I learned this today, we have new technical measures in place that are going to allow us to have more concurrent users on Shadow at the same time, which is really cool.
Nice.
Yeah. So Malta talked about the EU side of things. Let's go to the US. Ryan, what's up with activations there?
Yeah, so it's kind of I think for those that have tuned in last week or in the recent streams, you'll probably be like, this guy says the same thing every week. That is the case kind of to a degree. We are still dealing with some pretty slow average activation times with our US data centers. To give an idea, we're looking at a 3 to 4 week average wait time for SV2, Texas, and New York. So that means if you subscribed and you're assigned to the California, Texas, or New York data centers, those again are, just to be clear, an estimation that's projected. It's not an exact date per se, but what we're projecting as average wait times right now. So that means if someone subscribes brand new today, they'll see a messaging saying that they will be activated in April, or activation starting in April. One thing to note is that unfortunately for the California data center, so those of you that are still waiting on activation for California, we have been seeing some networking issues spike up that the team has been monitoring, and it requires for them to intervene in terms. So like the way that they do that is occasionally have to fully stop activations. So currently in this moment, activations in California are not happening right now. However, that is something that is manually being monitored and manipulated by the activations team. So it's not an ever-present thing, but right now, just need to make sure that you all are aware of that there are some network complications with that data center. And then last piece is just Chicago is 4 to 5 week average wait time.
Cool. Thank you. Anything else on that topic?
No, I think there's the only other piece that's semi-related is that they initially around like the March 12th, like when we launched a lot with information, we had unfortunately some payment issues. There's still some lingering ones that the team is working to track down, as well as to work on a fix for those people that were impacted on those dates. However, the best thing that we can give you really is just to make sure that you've contacted support. And if you have already, then good. They're monitoring your ticket and can update you as soon as the resolution is fixed. But yeah, that's kind of the situation with those.
Thank you, Ryan. So that is the activations for the US and Europe. Now on to the next topic, additional storage. So globally, we have the same information for both EU and US, but no spoilers. I will give the mic to my dear friend in Deutschland. Well, he's in Paris, but the Deutschland guy to talk about the EU side of things as it comes to additional storage.
Well, as we already talked about it last week, I think as well. No big surprises here, but I see so many questions already about that in the comments that we can only talk about it, right? Like, there's no chance not to talk about it.
Yeah.
So, and I will do what I always do best, is I'll end with a cliffhanger. But first of all, I can say we are still on track with the storage. So I know we postponed it once, at least, because we are masters of postponing things, but always for a good reason, right? So we're on track for mid-April. This is how much I can say for now. And there will be more information coming to you guys very soon.
What? Oh my God.
So please keep your eyes focused
on
your inboxes, your Discords, and follow Luke and Ryan on Twitter to see what's up with the storage.
I might leak stuff there. I might leak some stuff.
Yeah, you better watch out. You open Pandora's box with that move right there. All right, but
well, I could not say it, right?
That's fair. That's fair.
And for everything else, important information, just check out FAQ either on our Discord, which gets updated quite a bunch, right? Or on our help desk. So please, guys, check it.
Exactly, and you can expect us to have a nice beefy FAQ for additional storage so that it'll answer your most pressing questions and you don't have to ask them on stream.
Exactly. And so you hear Luke speaking about FAQ, there might be something set up that sounds like there's something around the corner, Luke. I don't know what I should make of this. I don't know what I should make of this.
I don't know what I should make of any of this, but what should we make of the U.S. additional storage news?
I don't know, right? Please tell me.
Okay, sorry. Yeah. All right, so hello. For the U.S., things are essentially the same in the sense that regarding all information, once storage is here, we are going to be making sure that we have all of that FAQ available to you as well in all of your U.S. North America locations. When will that information be coming? As you know, we've said mid-April as well for the US storage. The best way to simply look at it is rather than expecting a firm date, which we will give you as soon as we have one that we're really, really confident in, but we're working on just processing like EU and then the US immediately to follow after, all of which we want happening in mid-April. So it's going to be amazing. It's going to be spectacular. And most of all, you're all going to be installing every single game you own on Shadow. I can feel it happening this month.
Yeah. So as Ryan said, you can expect US to follow right after Europe in terms of availability for additional storage.
Yes. I have to say though, this has nothing to do with any of that, but I had to laugh because just when I announced the stream on Discord, someone was asking if what was it? The text-to-speech guy is also going to be there. And I'm like, yes, expect him to be there.
Is that my
And he was
official?
hyped to come, so.
Should I just
There you go.
change my title there? Wait, because I'm text to speech guy, right? That's correct, or is it you?
Yes.
Okay, that'll be the new thing instead of that Ryan guy, text to speech guy.
I like it. Has
Yeah.
a nice ring.
I have a
A
lot
nice
of.
modern ring to it.
You know what?
Can you-
Listen.
That was default voice.
I'm just trying to stay focused and educate our audience here, okay?
Well, you're doing a good job doing so. And transferring text to speech.
Yeah, very important too.
There you go.
The next topic on our list is Shadow Ghost. So we are having ongoing discussions with the factory. They are slowly opening it back up. So we are hoping to have some news soon about Shadow Ghost and it being able to be delivered to us in our headquarters to process and the shipments. So right now it's still on a standstill. Still waiting for things to kind of get moving back in the factories in China. That's your very quick update on Shadow Ghost. The next topic, which is more of a hot topic, is Valorant.
What is that, Luke?
So Valorant is the new closed beta that was released by our dear friends at Riot. So there have been some issues with Shadow, and it's being recognized as a virtual machine. And I think the anti-cheat system that Riot has put into place has flagged that. So users are unable to download Valorant on Shadow currently. That is the main issue. So what have we done? We have reached out to Riot on our side. We're trying to work out the issue and see kind of where we can, how we can make this work and enable you guys to play Valorant on Shadow. And I did do a bit of homework before. Yes, I prepared this. I found out that actually this is not the first time this has happened to us. Other FPS betas in the past have had similar issues. So Borderlands 3, for example, Destiny 2 DLC, and the Black Mesa. All three of those had similar issues, but silver lining, they were all eventually fixed. So right now we're in talks with Riot. Like I said, again, we have no more information beyond that, but we do want to get this solved as fast as possible because we want you guys to be playing this game on Shadow. Do you guys have anything else to say about this topic?
Yeah, you missed the Division 2 beta.
Sorry.
Ring of Elysium. All right. So
yeah, I love Ring of Elysium. That was a great time.
Basically, it's all like Halo, but without the fun, right?
Yeah. Oh, Captain Big Ben just came in asking for drops. He was ready for the Valorant topic.
Well, maybe next time.
Maybe next time.
Maybe next time.
So I think we're on to the final 2 or 3 updates on the news side. Ryan, please enlighten me. Where the hell are we with VR?
Yeah. So 1, thank you for your great question. 2, I'm super I'm trying to not be text to speech. How do I avoid this? But it
like curves in your speech.
Yeah, it's just who I am. I'll just accept it. But with Shadow VR Exploration Program, so for those that have been following along, we had gone through the application period that has now closed. We did 2 rounds of evaluation, one of which was general and open to everyone, but had some specific requirements. And then the second, which was filtered from that list to get some of our most motivated participants. As I can share as an update from that, we have... So the first week of the program was about onboarding and getting everyone set up and also to meet each other, say hello, interact with the developers, and things are going pretty smoothly in regards to that. As far as the specifics on what they're tackling, I can't share at this moment, other than that we kind of have, like, at that point where everyone is now experienced Shadow in VR, got themselves set up, and sort of building out what the next testing steps are going to be. But for those of you that are super interested, you should keep your eyes out. We'll be having an update go up on Reddit either later today or early tomorrow that is going to be specific about the VR. And then in general, expect to see a lot about it because we want to make sure that you're all very aware of what both our devs and our amazing community are able to accomplish together.
So they
Thank
can play,
you,
What did you say,
Ryan.
so they can play Alex.
Alex? Yes, 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 yes.
There's a guy on Reddit that actually got it to work. I saw that. He
Alex?
had Alex running on his iPhone.
Ooh,
It should be
That-
forbidden.
yeah.
It should be forbidden.
The last topic is actually just more community news. We noticed that you guys across our channels liked having access to our wallpapers. So we did something about it. Malta, please let us know.
I printed them out, and we put them all across the Eiffel Tower and snapped a photo of it. And whoever prints out the next one and puts them somewhere else gets them all sent to his place.
What?
Back to you, Luke. But this wasn't it, right? No, but actually what we did is, so I collected them. Of course, only the best from our Discords, from our Reddits, right? And I made a nice collection. And who knows, maybe we'll share this collection with you guys, and maybe there's gonna be something in there that you did not see yet. So yeah,
All right, thank you.
you should definitely check it out.
Keep an eye on that. That'll be really cool to have all the shadow wallpapers in one place.
Click your newsletters, guys. It might be in there.
Might be in the newsletter.
You
next
gotta
week.
click them. Click them.
Click them with a finger.
So before we go into the Q&A session, a reminder that Ryan will be on Shadow Gaming after that top of the hour to be playing. What are you playing, Ryan? Borderlands 3 again?
Yeah, gonna have some more.
Again.
Hey, whoa,
Not again.
whoa. Now I just know that you say that every time I play a game twice. But
You got me.
before we do Q&A, one thing real quick. There's a bot. We gotta tell him about the bot.
Oh,
You gotta tell him about the
sorry,
bot.
Ryan.
All right, so in an effort, I'll just do it real quick before we go into Q&A. So because all of you amazing, beautiful people join us so regularly here on Twitch, we want to make sure that we're making things a little bit more easy for you, whether that's to find the information you need quickly in chat. So we've added our beautiful friend Nightbot, who has been hiding here in chat, to have some more commands that you all can use. If you do ! commands, it'll bring them up.
F, all right.
And
F.
yeah, just press F, just do it. But the overarching thing is we just want to announce that so you all know that it is there, and we'll be using it more, because who doesn't love our bot overlords? Yeah, if I don't see everyone type ! commands in chat right now, Luke's gonna shave his beard.
No,
You have to type commands ! commands. Oh, it has a 10-second cooldown, so like I just wanted people to put it in there, you know.
This
like
was such a good idea to do this just before the Q&A section, so
Look at-
we're gonna have no questions but exclamation marks.
I would just like to
Come
point out how amazing our community is. They're all actually typing it. Just saying.
oh, they're actually engaged.
They're
There's
amazing.
not they're actually not bots themselves. And now we're in slow mode.
Wait, who put in slow mode? All right. Should we do the Q&A now that I've trolled us?
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's do the Q&A.
Not
So in order to honor the first person who gets the first question, we'll play a little game here.
Oh my god.
The first person who spells this phrase out will get the honor to have the first question answered.
Oh my god. What is he doing?
To spell a phrase out.
So the first person to write out in all caps with the correct spacing, Queen, and the question attached to it gets their question answered first.
Now
So
you
Queen, all caps with the correct spacing.
and your question in the same line.
Okay, there's the question as well. Yeah, I need the question first as well. With the question with Yas Queen, please.
All right.
So here we go. McComas, I think his name is pronounced.
What is he, Yas Queen?
Will I be guaranteed to get my shadow in July if it's available from July 2020? Ah, man, another activation question.
Hey, hey, they won. They were the winner.
He was the winner. So I need more information. I need to know when you ordered. I need to know what tier you're on. I need to know if you're in Europe, if you're in the US. All this information would help me a lot to actually answer this question. So there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's
Okay, we're gonna put Richard again. He's gone.
yeah. All right. Well, we gotta keep going through the Yas Queens.
yes. Queen, are there any fixes for the Valorant issue? Currently, we know of no fixes. Like we said, we're talking to the boys at Riot and the girls, and we're trying to figure out a solution to make sure that Shadow is able to run Valorant.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I
Yes,
got
Queen, keep it up.
yeah. There's when are the new plans coming to USA? By Nanashi. I can't say the name. I'm just gonna give up there. But the answer are one. Shadow Boost is here. So if you were an active user before Shadow Boost arrived on March 12th, you should go into your account page and designate whether you want the monthly or annual boost pricing because you can now. As for Ultra and Infinite, summer 2020 and unlimited volume launch this year, with later availability or broader availability later this year.
There's another Valorant question
Thanks, man.
from Yas Queen. I don't know who that is, but it's asking about if there's going to be a fix soon or can be awaited soon, and we have no visibility on that, of course, because it's going to be an ongoing story with Riot.
Yep.
So as Luke said, maybe there's probably a silver lining when the game comes out, because please don't forget it's a beta at the moment, right?
Yeah.
I know you're all hot to play it, I know, but it's a beta. Close even, yeah, as he said.
Daily Versace has one for you, Luke. I don't know if you already have one.
Name. What's the question?
Yas Queen. So there is a new test flight app for iOS. Any news in general regarding Apple?
So
Nice
right
one.
now, yeah, we pushed out a new update on the test flight side of things, which is the beta, as you guys know, of the App Store and iOS ecosystem. Right now, we're just testing things to see what will work to fit Apple's guidelines. But right now, we're still unsure, and we're just trying to test a new version to see if maybe it'll get approved in the App Store. But we don't have any official confirmation on this yet. So right now, just conducting some tests and seeing if this new version in test flight will be approved by Apple and their guidelines.
I have a double question here from Sippy with too many Ys. Probably that's why the questions are so long. He's asking if there's a limited amount of storage for everyone to order, or is it first come, first serve? Like waves, I think it's this type of surfing.
That's a good question. So it will be available to all at the same time. However, you will be able to add only a maximum of 8 increments of 256 gigs of storage. So 8 times 256 per account. Is that the answer to the question, I think?
I think.
And so, go ahead.
Yeah, I think the only question was if there would be like if so there's a maximum of 8, but at a given time you might we might forcibly limit it to 4. You know, I think that was kind of the question too, if there will be outside of the standard limit.
No standard limit. As long as there's enough available, you'll be able to get 8 increments. And we'll have I think next or one of the next whenever storage comes out, we'll definitely talk about on Shadow News and really dive deep into the subject to make sure it's all clear.
They're all typing Yas Queen still. Why?
I don't know, but I like it.
Yeah, I think this is. I think you just started a new. You started a new thing. It's Yas Queen to get your question answered. Is
that an American? Is that a thing that I'm not American enough to understand?
Yeah, we just need to go around and just go Yas Queen, just like that, Malta.
I don't want to do that. I'm afraid. I think it's not a good idea.
All right, let's see. Yeah, it's 2 terabyte max exapim. I think that's an interesting question by Akatomin.
By who? Who are you
Ako,
talking?
aka to Min,
Okay. What is
which
this
is
person saying?
as time goes on and games get more and more demanding, will you upgrade hardware accordingly, i.e., in 5 or 6 years, upgrade GPU, CPU to get
That's the plan, right?
we get for little, yeah. So, I think it was just more an interesting one, but I would say, and correct me if I'm wrong here, guys, but I think that's the high level plan. What we're doing as just a technology has never really been done before. So like the mass 6-year long upgrading of it has never been done either. But that's our long term challenge to be the first. I think.
We're not even that old yet, are we?
No, are we like 5 years old? I forget sometimes.
I always count on Luke here, so I don't really know how much it is anymore.
Yeah.
5 years old. We were founded in 2015.
Boom.
But if you in startup standards, it's pretty old actually.
Fair.
Well, yeah.
Fair.
There you have it, guys.
Fair.
We're old.
We're old now.
We're almost seniors now.
That's why you guys have beards. They grew in from that.
Exactly. We're young children when we first joined.
Yeah. There's Giovanito 247 with why has people's order disappeared in my orders page? Have you heard of this issue or anything? I've
Yeah,
not.
well, as we could say, I think that's a bug.
Mm-hmm.
Did I say that? I don't know.
It's
Go
a bug.
Yeah,
Please ask support.
Yeah, I would contact support because I haven't heard anything on the US specific side at all about that being a common issue. So if it's disappeared completely, you'll need to contact support and they can investigate.
However, if it really just disappeared for you and you don't know of any other cases, it might just be that you want to clear your cache or just try a different browser or just go into incognito mode and see if it really has disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
I see 2 questions I want to address. So writes for us, Joss Queen. Can Luke give us notes on the window next stream? I don't know how he got it, ink, but can he read other stuff? Yes, writes for us, just for you. I will try to make 2 notes. I'll figure it out, even without ink. I'll somehow make it work. You will see it, and it will be readable barely.
You know, you can just be very metal about it, right?
So
You just take a little needle, right, and it's like beep. And then
Oh,
yeah.
There you go. That's all the ink you ever need.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I have one more question from Sir Jaxie. Hello, Sir Jaxie. Yas Queen. There's an update on the Makers program. Ryan.
Yes. No, I'm glad you asked Jaxie, and then I think I actually saw the Turk if he's still out there.
Ryan.
What?
Sir
Jaxie, sorry, Sir Jaxie and the Turk. I saw both of you ask this question. Thank you for it. Yes, you will be hearing things soon if you are on the list for the Makers program. We've sort of solidified things on the behind the scenes, and we are just buttoning up to get things rolling. So just expect some emails in either, well, I don't want to give an exact timeline, but by the end of next week.
Oh. There goes that.
Don't want to give exact timelines, but there's the exact timeline.
A quick shout out to our mods. We're doing a fabulous job by deleting all questions. Thanks again. No, I'm serious.
If you delete all the questions, then there's none to answer.
No, but they're doing a good job. I just wanted to give them well, round of applause here.
I think
that's true. No, GG's. No, there is not any way to get early access to Infinite in the US at this time. If we have any exciting opportunities like that for the community, we will be sure to shout it from the mountaintops. Because yeah, anytime we can always bring the Team Shadow on board to try things out or help us test hardware if we need it. But I don't know if we'll be needing that the same.
That was a good question that I always love to answer. There was something about the double screen, but I forgot where it was.
It's in alpha. So.
I meant the question, you smarty pants. Okay. Where is it? Okay, Ryan, where's double screen? Do you have any updates on that? Please?
It's in alpha, which you can find via Discord in the alpha channels. Note, the alpha is not, or support is not offered for the alpha, and it can risk breaking your client because they are experimental features.
Exactly. But I heard it runs quite smoothly.
Quite smoothly.
Or
You need good internets, right?
Yeah, I don't have that here.
Oh, we gotta
I
send you
have
some.
fabulous internet.
We gotta send you some.
Nah, I'm not living in Neuland, you know, like where they have like rusty pipes, like gas pipes for internet or something. I don't know how they do that.
I'm seeing a question from Blind Star One, Queen. What are the plans for a Florida-based data center, Ryan?
What up? So I'd say right now at this time, we don't have any firm plans to share about adding or data center expansion. I could say that in general, as we've done this move with the Explorer states, part of the evaluation is to see what's realistically feasible for the current situation, and then also what we can do to ever improve our service going forward. So there's nothing concrete around like a Florida data center or really any data center outside of what we have in current existence. However, just know that ongoing evaluation of how the Explorer states are faring and everything is something that our data team is watching every day. So, every day. I just made that up.
Okay, okay. There's someone quite excited, Luke. It's a Van Gamer.
On Gamer? Where?
It's a Gamer.
Oh, you just download faster internet?
That's a solution? What? Question
Oh,
why the audio is cut. That's a good question. There could be several solutions for it. My recommendation would be to just go on Discord and talk to the fabulous guys over there and girls, or you go on the help center. And as you said, you already contacted support. Contact them again.
mhm.
That's all the solutions I can come up with, because as you see, all three of us, we look very competent and all, but actually only Ryan is competent to answer this question. So there you go.
Which question was it? If
He
it was,
doesn't listen well, but he's very competent.
yeah, it's true.
Questions about storage. So Yas Queen, storage will be available this month for both the EU peeps and US peeps. That's all I can tell you. We told you middle of the month, and I am standing on that.
Yeah.
So if it goes past middle of the month, you can.
Good question, Luke.
Yeah.
What year?
I don't want to go out. Not too much detail now. Only a little detail.
Okay.
All right. Well, 2022 it is, but
you know, we never know. You never know. You'll be sure.
Ireland Pip. Yes, that includes Ravline. That includes the Shadow Ultra and Infinite Data Center. You will be able to add storage there. I didn't want to spoil it, but then you had to go on and ask it. Yes, okay. You can add storage there too. But that'll all come next week. You guys, again, additional storage questions. We can't answer them all now. Once it's live, we can tell you a lot more. So please hold your horses or whatever else you have in terms of animals around. But
yeah,
sure.
Okay, Luke. I see a couple questions. I want to do them. I want to get them.
Go.
Can I get okay? One was Balaji Yas Queen after driver management. What are your next plans for combating S101? I usually have to deal with it once per day. It takes 4 to 6 restarts. Again, I don't have anything definitive to share other than that. What I can mainly say is I saw active discussions about it. I mean, there's generally a lot of evaluation over different error codes, but S101 is something that is, I would say, something that we're actively monitoring and are aware that people have, I wouldn't say spikes, but generally still frustrated with it. No specific plans to share.
There's no Yas Queen question.
There's no.
I'm sure.
I saw it go in for Ryan, combat cook.
No, that was I wanted to give it to you, Luke.
Oh
no! I gotta read it.
Okay.
That's the guy. No one will notice.
Should I do combat cook? Should I get that?
Yeah,
Okay.
do 'em.
So to
Do 'em.
answer
Some of
Combat Cook's question, we have for the plans for it. So for the right now we have launched applications for the Shadow Makers program. And so what that is going to be our community content creator program. It's really focused more about helping growing creators of varying sizes to both improve their skill sets, help build their brands, help network with each other so that then they can facilitate the building of each other's brands, as well as do collaboration, all those exciting things. So that's one of our main focuses for creators. I should note that isn't sponsorship particularly, like that's not what's included in this particular deal though, or program, but that's what we have going on right now. Yes. And I should have a makers command in the bot is what I just realized this moment. That should be a thing. All right.
Do you guys spot anything interesting? Because we only answer interesting questions, guys. So
yeah, only interesting ones. There was one that was asking how is by Rights for Rest, how is life in lockdown? Can be answered by any one of you, Malta or Luke.
It's fabulous.
Yeah. Good.
I don't need any reasons to not go out of the house anymore. People finally understand.
It's true. It's true. I personally, my favorite time of the day is my 3 p.m. couch time. I really love that special.
Except when you're running out of ink or something. That's kind of shitty.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's tough.
Yeah.
What do you guys do all day due to quarantine, Luke? What are you doing all day, Luke?
Well, most of the time I'm pretending to work. I'll hop on a Zoom call, make a few grunts, and then put it on. And then I'll just draw pictures on the side. That's why I've been. But yeah. Usually I work during the day, try to appease you guys, keep you guys happy. And then at night, you know, I'll try to take it easy, read some books.
Not one. He reads some books at night.
Exactly. Multiple at the same time. And then yeah, I don't know. Weekends, I'll game a bit. Try to go for a walk here and there. Anyways,
that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I feel like I'm pretty similar. It's mostly just get a walk in each day, so that I don't go insane. But it's been raining lately because.
Oh really?
California weather, man. It'll rain 2 days and then be 100 degrees the next 3.
100? Wow.
Yeah, no, not in the Bay. Actually, that's a lie. But we'll just pretend that it's maybe 80.
You have to understand, Ryan. No one here is understanding what you just said.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. Well, there are U.S. viewers here. Okay.
I'm sure there's not one single U.S. viewer here in chat right now.
All right. Well, fine.
Highlands.
No one understands.
Much love to you too, Uncle Thelzar. I'm glad to hear it. See, there are U.S. viewers, and we speak in Fahrenheit, and well,
Fahrenheit is not language, man. It's just
language.
I see a question for Ryan. Yas Queen, what game are you gonna be playing later?
Borderlands 3.
Yeah, original. God, this guy. Great personality.
Can you play something non-violent for once? That would be great.
You know? I mean, do we have requests in the audience? Let's see. This is
can you play everything? That's a very, very fun game.
That's a fun game.
That's a fun game. You should play everything.
Rust? I think the biggest problem is that I'm just a boring person. So like all of my game choices are so boring to watch.
So let the game outshine you. That's easy then.
Oh, League of Legends, Captain Big Ben. We want to actually have viewers. We want to get them in League. Sir Jaxie. See, right? Sir Jaxie, see, these two are bullying me. Look at here. Jaxie's got my back though. All right.
Can you play Mario Land or something?
Mario
Oh.
Land.
Like the
I
first
think-
one?
Better. That could be fun.
Wait, what is?
Activation Simulator.
Activation Simulator?
That would be a good game, actually.
It was
We
just,
should-
yeah.
Manage a data center in the heat of the desert while
Yeah.
activating shadow users.
And then you can see how hard it is to activate people.
Yeah. It
First
should be
one,
a clicking game. Yeah. There we go. Ooh,
It's
Warzone.
just sweaty monkey pants for pause from Lucas. Like,
Yeah, I love that one.
Spiffy, what was your question? I missed it. Or maybe I did ignore it and I forgot that I ignored it. Just kidding. Oh, will additional storage be able to be shared across multiple accounts at the same time, like mapped storage? Do you mean like your own personal accounts? Luke's shaking his head no anyway. But yeah, that's just a hard no, I guess.
Again, hold your storage questions until it's released, but I'll answer it again because I'm just a nice guy. Each increment of storage you take is going to be locked to the account you take it under. So you can't be swippity swappeting storage from all over the place to new accounts. It's not how it works. Unfortunately, it's a solid state drive.
It's true.
now that I see PoE, can you play Age of Empires too?
Age of Empires? Yeah.
Yeah.
We should just have all these games. Age of Empires.
Finally play some competitive gaming. You could compete.
Whoa there. I was competing in Paladins 2 weeks ago, okay? We were competing against bots, but it was great competition.
I heard you were carried, so it doesn't really
Whoa. I was the tank, okay? I played a valuable role in shielding during team deathmatch.
Nice.
It was very important.
So we're coming to the end of this beautiful Shadow News. We have 10 minutes left, so get your question in while it's hot. I guess Yas Queen is the key word. You will look for that.
You guess it was your fault.
Just a quick one, because Adam has been asking this question for quite some time, and I think I did not really want to ignore it. But the thing is that I don't have an answer for it, which is, do you guys know when we will be able to reset our shadows at Gravelin? And the simple answer is I have no clue when. So this is why you might not have heard an answer yet, but I didn't want to leave it hanging out there.
Yep, good call. And yeah, I haven't heard anything about that either.
Yeah, Queen.
Can I play indie games on the? Will people watch that?
I think Shadow's not strong enough.
Shadow's not strong enough for indie games. Okay.
No.
Okay. Shoot.
You should play Braid. Braid is always a fun game to play.
Braid?
Mm.
I've never heard of it.
You're kidding me.
No. But random thing real quick. Thank you everyone that's been following the channel, by the way. Very much appreciated. To everyone. This is that's the easiest way to get notified when we go live on Shadow News, as well as Shadow Gaming. So click it if you haven't already.
All we have to put on, this is only follower chat, right?
Okay, well, we are not.
We could type it, and then we just be rude.
No. We just wait till a really popular streamer raids us, and then we turn it on sub-only mode. That's the secret.
Wow, look at that. He's dropping the good ideas, even without the Shadow Makers.
Sit here.
It can only get so much better, can it?
Oh my god, I saw Captain Big Ben's question. I'm scared.
Of course he does. He has to get around.
No.
No.
No. Will the storage be added to the existing drive, or will be a separate drive?
We're not accepting additional storage questions anymore. Done with it. This is the third time I've told you guys no more storage questions, and you're going through Ryan because he's too nice. Okay, no storage questions. Oh my god, it's like, are you guys deaf?
There'll be 250 increments of 200. I'm trying to answer.
Stop answering questions, Ryan. This is not answering questions anymore.
Just want to give the people the knowledge they deserve.
We're gonna have more information about storage at the correct time.
Okay. So basically, TBD.
Writes for us wants a setup tour, please. This is only available on Ryan's OnlyFans. So please.
I hate you.
I would give big money for that.
I say
Oh, I
you
would
so
too.
much.
The close-up of the tiger. I cannot wait.
We can. I still haven't actually named the tiger. I don't. Maybe it should just be Joe Exotic.
You should make a stream special about it. Name the tiger.
Yeah. Name the tiger. That'll be Shadow Gaming. That's the game we'll play.
See Linzen, who came in late. Linzen, shame on you, first of all. Valorant, we gave an update, a TLDR. Essentially, we're in talks with Riot. Right now, we can't do anything about it because it's identifying Shadow as a virtual machine, and it has triggered their anti-cheat system. So there you go.
It's not. He's saying was in the bathroom.
For that long? For 30 minutes? Damn.
Just, I mean, this is not an excuse. You have a phone, right?
Yeah, true that.
You're telling us you're not going to the bathroom with the phone?
What? No phone bathroom.
Yes, Queen. I think this is another question.
Yes, Queen.
All right.
Yeah. KG giggles. KJ giggles. It is. Is there a way to trick an application into thinking it's not running on a virtual machine? Well, this is what we call cheating.
Yeah, we're not going to advise anything that goes against terms of services or legal binding terms. So.
Yeah, and this could actually get you banned, I'm quite sure.
Yeah.
Oh, man. No banning here.
I mean, on Discord, we do ban, however.
No, we definitely ban. We definitely ban.
I mean, I don't make my hands dirty, you know, I have mods for that.
Yeah.
Swing the hammer. I just say, bring the hammer, and I hold it above my head, and then someone else just like drops a little one. You know, like,
yeah. No, I got you. Sometimes it's you know, it's just nice to remind yourself of what you can do.
So Bluetooth 4.2 versus Bluetooth 5.0 for Shadow. Any suggestions? Does it matter for a fast connection for my? I have no idea what this guy's talking about.
Go ahead, Ryan.
I think you were gonna answer the same question, so you're good.
Well, I was gonna say for the Bluetooth question that Malta brought up, these technical specific questions are more for our support team. Right now, we're trying to answer more general questions for the mass audience, if you will.
Storage questions.
Yeah.
The question I was going to answer was yes. This for those of you that missed the broadcast or the earlier part of the broadcast where we did the Shadow News, this will be available as a VOD, static on the page, or currently, if you wanted to not hear us live but you wanted to go watch that, you could access it on the Twitch page. So it'll be available for you, and then we usually break them out into segments so that you can watch either Shadow News or Shadow Gaming, or if you're real cool, you watch them all.
There's a question from Giovanito. Will the activations have your country's IP at launch? I don't know where you're sitting, so that's a tough one. I can tell you that the IPs will definitely be the ones of the countries we do support. So if you're in one of the countries that is not supported by Shadow yet, but you're still using Shadow, which is possible, I heard that a lot, we probably will not be able to give you a country-specific IP for the country you're sitting in. However, if you're currently in Gravelines, you will have an IP until the end of the month that should be identified to your country or where you bought Shadow. Let's just say that. If you bought to the German page, you probably have a German IP then.
And just a reminder, Gravelines is the data center where Shadow Ultra and Shadow Infinite are housed. It's a different data center than Paris, just so you know what Gravelines is. Because it's a French city, essentially, outside of Paris, where the OVH data center is, just so that everyone's clear on that. So we'll take one last question, because we have hit 8 o'clock.
Oh my God.
Oh my.
So shoot your shot.
Shoot it now. Go.
Don't we call this time Geisterstunde?
What? Huh?
I'm kidding.
Yes.
I see a question that was asked quite often. It's about S101. I know it's been an issue that's plagued a lot of our users, and we are still working on it. So that's a good question by Nutella Hazelnuts. So why does your known issues page show that S101 has been fixed? I think that needs to be updated on our side, because clearly the issue is not solved. And I've seen a lot of people have this issue. So right now, there is no workaround. The best is to contact support and also consult the Zendesk article page, a help center page, which has all the information about S101. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
And also double question I can answer real quick.
Go ahead.
For double screen, Ryan, you did last time. You did so well.
Oh,
What about double screen?
yeah, it's in the alpha.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
So good.
Yeah,
Where do you
it's
find
in,
the alpha?
it's in the alpha.
Where do you find the alpha though?
You can find it in Discord in the alpha channels for your respective region. And you click the link, and then you have the alpha.
Thank you, Ryan.
Be aware though, it's not supported by support. So if you destroy your system, well, that's on to you.
Yep.
Not supported by support.
Not supported by support.
So that does it for this week. Thank you everyone for joining. As a reminder, Ryan will be on right after this for Shadow Gaming. I ask you as we leave that you shower the chat with Yas Queen as we leave. I'd be really appreciated. Just so that we get one more good Yas Queen out of this, and we will be on our way on this beautiful Thursday night and Thursday day.
One last important thing.
Yeah.
Wash your hands.
And
okay.
Yes.
Wash your hands.
And continue to breathe, please.
Look at all these Yas Queens. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful sight.
Yes.
And please be prepared. Ryan is still going to be here.
Yep.
Queen.
Wait, what? Tell me what to do, Luke. What am I doing here?
Nothing.
Well.
So sorry. So on that note, it's been a long day. We bid you farewell. Not Ryan though, and we will probably be on next week for another edition of this very cool confinement special Shadow News. And that's about it. Thanks again for joining us, and see you next time.
Yeah.
Have a good one, guys.
Yep. Thank you, everyone. See you soon. Bye.